Set to open their season, as are the Scarlet Knights of Rutgers. Should be a pretty good basketball game. Hi, everybody. I'm Mike Woolman along with Clark Kellogg. And aside from a good, solid early season matchup, Clark, a chance for the fans tonight to see two of the better front court players in the country.
No question about that, Mike. Doug Smith, an All-American, Big 8 Player of the Year last year, 20 points, 9 boards a game. A power-packed game to go along with leadership ability for this young Missouri squad. Keith Hughes, maybe not as heralded as Doug Smith, but he too has pro potential.
There have been problems with the Missouri program. Maybe the biggest one, the fact that Anthony Peeler is not going to be able to play, a legitimate All-American candidate in the backcourt. So what does that mean to the Missouri backcourt?
Well, that means they're going to have to find somebody to handle the pressure that Rutgers will throw at them after Rutgers scores. That will be a key factor in tonight's game, how Missouri is able to handle the pressure of the Scarlet Knights.
The building a factor?
A huge factor, especially when you have an unproven point guard. So this is certainly an advantage for Rutgers. I expect this place to be jumping and thumping tonight.
All right, should be good. And as Clark said, we may see Doug Smith being the point guard for this Missouri team. Again, Missouri in the top 25. Rutgers thinks they should be. Starting lineups when we get back. 23rd in the country against the host Scarlet Knights of Rutgers. Let's check out the starting lineups. And Doug Smith, we talked about off the top. Warren, Heller, Coleman, and Crudup, the freshman. This is a big squad that Norm puts out on the floor.
Very big. Their smallest starter is 6'5".
On the other side for Rutgers, smaller but quicker, Hughes, Smith, Weiler, Duncan, and Carter. Hughes and Duncan, of course, the two who transferred in tandem from Syracuse to Rutgers, had big years last year, and both of them had big games against Missouri when they played last year. Quick look at game notes. 89-84 last year, and a heck of a basketball game. Missouri has won their last 6 season openers. Rutgers again with their top 4 scorers back. 18 straight when opening at home. And as Clark mentioned off the top, this building will be a factor. It is loud, and the students are right on top of the court. Rutgers would like to up-tempo this game, obviously, and we're going to see a lot of full-court pressure. Missouri, pretty simple. Man-to-man, get the ball inside to Doug Smith. Tap is controlled by Missouri. Smith, first time touching it, comes up with the jump shot. Hughes tips the rebound long. Smith picks it off. In the middle, Duncan. Carter, little double pump job, won't go down, and Missouri all over the boards.
It might take a moment or two for Rutgers to settle down and get the high percentage shots they'd like to get in their transition game.
The freshman Crudup comes up shooting, and Duncan's got the rebound. 4-on-3 Rutgers break. Duncan. Crudup trying to keep it alive, and Smith comes down with it.
Here we see Smith handling the ball.
Warren, he squares up. Both teams cold to start off, and Hughes there for the rebound. Duncan again to run the show. Little hesitation move. Carter tries to again make that Smith from the corner. Weiler, an offensive board. Now, if you had Charles Weiler in the lottery as to who the first player to score would be, it'd be a long shot right there, Bob. Nice hustle play by Smith to get back in and break up the pass.
You know, Charles Weiler in the starting lineup because Brent Dabb, the normal starting center, unable to play because of a sprained ankle. There you see Darrell Smith coming in from half court to make a play on the ball.
Smith nearly knocking it away from Coleman. Warren near side looking for Crudup inside. Jamal Coleman, primarily a swingman with this club, forced to be a point guard till Peeler gets back. Crudup, big-time move and a big-time rebound by Hughes. Here's Carter, leaving it behind Hughes, tracked down by Smith. Duncan. Weiler again on the board, and the foul over the top is going to go against Missouri. Heller will pick it up. Weiler's active early.
Off to a great start. You wondered how the freshman would respond to this type of matchup, this type of environment, the bright lights on him as we take a look at Bob Wenzel in his 3rd year as the head coach of Rutgers. But so far, Charles Weiler not being affected at all.
He's ready. It should be up the other end. They get the ball in, right? Don't they?
It wasn't touched.
Yeah, it wasn't touched by anyone.
No, here they're going to move it back now, I think. They're talking about it now. Good call, official Gorman.
Hey, thanks.
Right on top of it. Get you one of those gray shirts. It probably wouldn't go with your tie, though.
I'd figure a way. 24th season for Norm Stewart over there on the Missouri bench. And Missouri unable to get it in.
Warren forgot that the violation requires that he be stationary inbounding the ball. Took a few steps and thus the turnover.
Comes into Duncan. He'll be picked up by Coleman. Warren has got Hughes. That's where Duncan is looking. Hughes comes out to get it on the wing and knocks down 2.
He can do it inside and out. Just ran a nice touch on the jump shot there.
Leading scorer for the Scarlet Knights. Smith's got help, and I think Hughes got a hand on it. It'll be Missouri ball.
Well, you got to like the way Doug Smith at 6'10", able to handle the ball and almost make a good play.
Rutgers by 4 here early. Missouri yet to score in the first 2:20 of the game. Coleman looking to do some one-on-one action. Dumps it to Heller. Warren looking inside. Smith baseline turnaround, and Missouri's on the board. First 2 for Doug. A ton of pro scouts here tonight. Most of them with Doug Smith on the top of their list.
That's right, but they'll take a good hard look at Keith Hughes as well. About 9 in attendance here tonight.
Hughes, same spot. Not this time. Weiler trying to keep it alive, and he did. It went off Smith.
I'll tell you what, Bob Wenzel has to be really pleased with the effort he's getting from Charles Weiler. He's going to sit down now, but he's going to get a big hand here.
Weiler and Smith go to the bench. Savage and Lumpkin check in. Bob Wenzel with that unique problem of having a lot of talent.
He's got some players. Donnell Lumpkin, a key guy tonight. If Missouri is able to keep the ball out of the paint, then his perimeter shooting really becomes essential for Rutgers.
Duncan turns it over. Mike Jones also has come into the game, so already 3 minutes in, Rutgers has gone 8 deep.
This is a very active defensive team now for Rutgers with Mike Jones along with Donnell Lumpkin and Tom Savage able to put pressure on the ball. Mike Jones, really an aggressive defender. Has been slowed a little bit by a stress fracture in his knee.
Smith comes up shooting again. Good rebound by Crudup underneath, and he lays it up and in.
Hello.
Hello there, freshman.
Young fella, he's got a big-time body, Mike.
You told me that. First thing you told me this morning.
I shook hands with him, and I rumbled a little bit at how strong the youngster was.
Lumpkin outside. Hughes comes up short. Strong rebound. Coleman slapped away out of bounds. Missouri will keep it. Tied at 4, 16-17 to go first half. Jones aggressively out on Coleman. And Jones reaching. A little quick there, buddy?
A little quick. I can't say what I'd like to say about that.
Jones picks up the Rutgers foul for Jones.
Good pressure here. Good footwork by Jones. Active with the hands. Phantom foul. Couldn't see it, folks.
Heller out high.
Nice flash by Crudup inside. They missed him. There he is again.
Got him this time for 2.
Rutgers
Rutgers is going to have to make sure they put pressure on the passes. Missouri wants it inside.
Lumpkin missing outside, tracked down by Savage in the corner. Savage, the leading scorer on this club a couple of years ago, then ran into all sorts of academic problems.
He's also battling a pulled muscle in his right shoulder, which has kept him from getting the practice time he needs to get in peak condition.
Boy, Crudup is active, isn't he? Came in behind, slapped that one away. We get a timeout, 15:25 left to go here first half. And Missouri, after a slow start, leads by 2.
We would like to welcome a special guest.
Inside and get high percentage shots. Coleman inside the Crudup. And he finishes nicely with a nice low post move. Neither team really shooting the ball that well, which is not unexpected. First game for both teams as you look at the field goal percentages. The excitement, the adrenaline flowing. Both teams have to idle down just a bit. And I think we'll see that happen here that we've played close to 5 minutes now.
Duncan has gone to the bench and Carter is back in.
2-3 zone by Missouri.
Missouri stays with the same 5. Lumpkin outside. Coleman his second rebound. Nice to have a guard who can go get it like that.
Well, at 6'5" in the backcourt, you better wade in there and pluck a few boards off.
Heller down low, stripped from behind by Lumpkin. Out of the pack comes Savage to Hughes on a wing. Got it in the foul.
I sat down and chatted with Keith Hughes as we take a look at this play. Excellent play by Lumpkin to get a hand in there and initiate the break. Keith Hughes told me the strongest part of his game was this, running the floor. There you see him finishing nicely, shielding the ball with his body, strong enough to take the foul and get it up and down.
Lumpkin with the steal on the other end.
This allows Rutgers, if he knocks this down, to set up their pressure. Good trap here.
Hughes with 5 of the 7. Smith there to help out. Well, you can see all the pro scouts writing this down, and Smith handles the ball on the break.
Well, you want
foul is called on Hughes.
You won't see many 6'10" guys knife their way through traffic in the open court like that. Here's the finish. Hughes trying to get there. Pretty good defensive position, maybe moved just a fraction.
Duncan's back in, and Jones goes out. So Duncan and Carter now the backcourt for Rutgers. Lumpkin, Savage, and Hughes up front. Doug Smith with his 3rd point of the night.
Doug Smith turned down the pros. He was probably certainly a top 10 pick had he left a year ago. Now a surefire lottery pick, barring any injury. And stayed simply to play with these young players, he told me earlier today.
Duncan trying to use a screen outside. Hughes rolled to the hoop and was open for a second. Savage knocks down a 3. Rutgers by deuce. Coleman trying to go on Lumpkin, who's doing a great defensive job and slaps it away. Carter will win the race. Down the middle, rejection by Heller, who got back in the play.
Boy, showing you some athleticism there. Hughes wants it down low.
Lumpkin cranks it up again, way short this time, and Warren just lets it go out of bounds.
Lumpkin a little upset about having that initial shot rejected. Forced a tough 3-pointer, and he's an excellent shooter, right? Good form, good range, but has struggled here early.
Bob Wenzel gets him back to the bench, and Darryl Smith comes in. Over the top, picked off by Smith.
Great anticipation.
Good help is right.
From the weak side.
Carter comes up firing. They're going to rein in the threes here for a while. It's 13-8. Heller, if he can find Crudup, he had him. Now blocking foul is going to go, and if that's Hughes, it's 2, or was it Smith? Might be Smith.
I don't know the way Keith Hughes reacted. It must be him. He's going to take a seat right away, so it's probably Keith Hughes. Here we see Heller in transition, just going to mic up his mind to get it to the cup. And Hughes doesn't shield that baseline. Should have got that right foot on the baseline. Did not, and picked up the blocking foul.
So a blow for Rutgers as Hughes has to go to the bench. His club up 5. Missouri unable to capitalize at the line with 13:10 to go first half.
You know, we talked about Brent Dabb, their starting center, the Scarlet Knights starting center, unable to play because of a sprained ankle. And now you can see where he affects this team in the rotation. Now with Hughes out with 2 fouls, maybe not to come back here in the first half.
The lead stays at 5 as Duncan skips into the forecourt. Weiler back in the game, comes high. It's Savage, Duncan, and Carter out there. They're just going to circle that 3-point line.
They'll give Duncan an opportunity to clear out and just go one-on-one.
Nice look by Duncan there. Reject by Kruda. Big time down low. Kruda up on the wing trying to power it up, and Weiler stuffed him. He got it back and laid it in.
The young fella is a man. He not only blocked that shot, he took it away in the same motion and then aggressively working at the offensive end to get himself a hoop.
Missouri back to within 3. 8 minutes gone in the game.
In this situation, I think Rutgers would like to clear out for Duncan and let him shake and bake and get inside.
Weiler got stuffed and a jump ball is called. Good call. Good offensive board by Weiler. Rutgers will keep it.
Scarlet Knights retain possession. Number 15, Melvin Booker.
Here we see Weiler with his 3rd offensive rebound, unable to get it up though, and the jump ball forced, and Rutgers maintains possession.
Melvin Booker first off the bench for Norm Stewart.
Booker just started practicing Friday, had an accident, lost some teeth and had oral surgery.
Carter again knocks it down for 3. 2 threes from Craig Carter have the lead at 6. Savage the turnover and the bucket.
Pretty move.
Missouri wants time. 11:29 to go first half. They are loving it in Piscataway, New Jersey. Rutgers by 8. And as you can see what they lost, Peeler 17 a game, Coward a great playmaker 11 a game, McIntyre the pure shooter 10. That's a lot of points to lose, Park.
That's a bunch of points. You're talking about 27, 37, 44 points. And also a lot of 3-point shooting as well.
And he did not have a pencil and paper, fans, when he just did that. Here's Booker touching it first time. He's out there with Coleman, Crudup, Smith, and Warren. Jamal Coleman probably a little more comfortable over on the 2-guard spot.
He's more of a swing man. Booker, I just mentioned the fact that he's recovering from oral surgery, so therefore his legs not quite under him. Another turnover.
Smith's doing a great job in the defensive end. Duncan, the pull-up. Got it.
You know, people look at Earl Duncan and they talk about he's carrying a little extra weight. He's got the kind of body that will allow him to play well at 210, 215. He's a little beyond that now, but he's a talented scorer.
Crudup was ahead of the field, takes it on Weiler, counting the foul. You love this guy, don't you?
Oh, yes. Put your head down and get it to the rack. It is. They're just going to throw over the pressure. Smith over the top to Coleman. Now Crudup straight to the rack. Weiler late getting there. Nice finish by the young fella.
First on Weiler. Savage is going to go to the Rutgers bench. Andre Lamoureux will make his first appearance.
Well, again, with Brent Dabbs being absent, it forces Bob Wenzel to go a little deeper into his bench, but it also gives these guys an opportunity to shine in the spotlight. Oh, Missouri with a little full court pressure now. Press the presser.
Nearly thrown away. Good hands there for Carter. That could have been a backcourt. They end up with a 3-on-1 break. Weiler juggled it, but laid it in.
Boy, love the fact that Duncan waited for the big guy to give him a hoop.
Blocking foul on Carter. His first, team's 5th. Rutgers with their biggest lead, 9, with 10:22 to go. Wednesday night, 7:30, Coach Rick Pitino leads a team of Mad Bombers who set 7 NCAA records for three-point shooting last season against the Cincinnati Bearcats. Lamont Frazier just in and bags a bucket, but Smith answers with authority. Crude up right back. He's got 11 clubs.
He's keeping him in the game, Mike.
Sure is. 24-17. There's a good steal by Doug Smith. Missouri with some numbers here. Smith himself.
Oh, he got hammered. And he has every reason to be upset. He got banged on the nice spin move he made in the lane.
No whistle. And then in his attempt to get the ball back, he picks up the over-the-back foul.
In the second half of the doubleheader coming up on Wednesday night, Ball State and Xavier. That one comes at you at 9:30. College basketball back in force on ESPN. Mike Jones back in, number 24. Mark Redden in the game first time. Smith leans out of there and gets it to Frazier. Over to Booker's got some room. Knocks it down.
Good defensive board leads to an open jump shot at the offensive end.
Missouri, bit of a run here, and with 9:09 to go in the first half, Bobby Wenzel wants to talk it over. It's Rutgers 24, Missouri 19.
As they open up their Atlantic 10 conference season again.
As advertised here, nice little pull-up J. He's also done his work in the colored area with some nice strong moves inside.
11 of Missouri's 19. The freshman out of Raytown, Missouri.
Tell you what, the Missouri pressure has bothered Rutgers a little bit. Been instrumental in this little mini run by the Tigers.
Rutgers 3 of 9 outside the stripe. The Tigers yet to take one.
You know, last year there were 22 three-pointers made between both teams.
Great look by Redden to find Smith. Missouri will now reset. Smith lost it. Redden's got it. In the middle on the break. Good bounce pass. Defense there by Booker to knock the shot away, but Rutgers will keep it.
Mike Jones crowded the hoop. Didn't give himself enough distance to get it up and over the rim.
Jeff Warren comes back in for the Tigers, and Doug Smith will get his first rest. Redden a little fake, leaves it for Smith. Savage kept it alive, and Smith tracked it down, but he stepped on the baseline.
Tippy-toed the baseline. He tried to pull it back too, but the official had already seen it. You know, I started to mention the fact that there were 22 three-pointers made in last year's game between these two teams. 13 by Missouri, 9 by Rutgers. Well, Missouri doesn't have any of those three-point shooters back this season, so I don't expect to see them looking for the three-point shot.
Booker got himself in a ton of trouble. Jones forces one up, and an offensive foul is called. Second on Mike Jones. That'll get Carter back up off the Rutgers bench.
Here we'll take a look. Jones penetrating and leans right into Jeff Warren. I don't know if if Warren was really there. But nonetheless, Mike Jones trying to force it a little too much. He was a little disappointed about that prior no call, and tried to get it back in a hurry.
7-point Rutgers lead, just under 8 minutes to go first half. Offensive foul on Heller. If you are wondering at home, these are 3 Big 8 officials.
Well, I tell you what, he lowered the boom. I can't see who it was that took the blow, but good defensive work. And I'm not sure Norm Stewart is upset about that. He wants Chris Heller to be more aggressive, to be a little nastier in a positive way at the offensive end.
Lumpkin back in the game. Savage thought about it. Nowhere to go, and Warren right there on the ball. Screwed up, and Warren just swallowed up Tom Savage.
Tom Savage with a stop-and-go dribble went right into trouble. Here it is. And there you see the jump ball forced by Warren.
Screwed up again, handling the ball. You sure he's a freshman?
He's playing with a lot more poise than your typical freshman.
Smith back in, misses the turnaround jumper. Warren gets it back out to Booker. Frazier's clapping for it there near side, number 22.
Look how Rutgers is sagging in, trying to surround Doug Smith.
Not this time. Ooh, reaching. Smith will go to the line.
Doug Smith has to really be careful that he doesn't get frustrated. There'll be a man in front, a body coming from the weak side, and he just has to stay within himself, get himself to the line, and not try to force the issue. The last shot he took was a real tough shot against the triple team.
That's the 7th team foul on Rutgers, just 4 on Missouri. Doug Smith's great numbers last year. 5th point of this evening. Missouri back to within 5.
Backing out of the full court pressure. Going man to man now.
Frazier's out on Duncan. Good quickness there by Booker, but he couldn't save it. Missouri started with that big lineup clock, but they've played better the smaller they got.
Well, it always helps to have a ball handler, a true ball handler, or somebody that you can at least designate as your quarterback. And it also improves your quickness at the defensive end where you can get pressure out front. With Lamont Frazier and also Melvin Booker, they've been able to do that. They've been able to apply more pressure defensively on the perimeter.
Carter cut into the lane, rejected by Smith, picked off by Frazier. Nice touch patch by Smith, a little too far though for Booker. Other way, Carter. Yes, sir. 8 for Craig Carter.
Boy, turnovers have hurt the Tigers a little bit here in the first half.
Booker's little leaner goes down.
Oh, nice control.
4 for Melvin Booker, 5 the lead, and Rutgers has it. And the official wants to get a wet spot down in the lane.
Boy, Craig Carter limping off the floor. And I don't know if he pulled something going for that two-handed dunk. He didn't finish it.
No, right, he did kind of stall halfway up there.
And he's recovering from a broken ankle sustained in last year's Atlantic 10 conference tournament.
He's trying to flex that left ankle over on the bench right now. Duncan comes up and nails it. Second basket by Earl Duncan.
See, that's just strength, able to go inside and still be able to get your shot through some contact.
Boot up. More.
How about the quick release?
13 for Javon.
Oh, that was sweet. This is the clear out. This is the spread that they'll run with Earl Duncan. Get everybody else out and let him go to work one-on-one.
And he throws it away as Weiler went the other way.
See, the perimeter guys just have to spot up. All they need to do is spot up, because Duncan can get into the paint, and either he'll create a shot for himself or get somebody an open jump shot. That time Weiler was on the move.
Warren, a little room on the baseline. Now he gets swallowed up. Booker, good look to find Warren again. Double pump, no, but he draws a foul from Weiler. And Weiler now with 2. Weiler, Jones, and Hughes all with 2 for Rutgers.
Weiler picks up the Rutgers foul in second.
Smith is going to come back in. Savage will go out. And Lamoureux will check back in, and Weiler will sit down with those 2 fouls. So Bob Wenzel keeping all his players with 2 on the bench. Let's see how long he can keep them there. Free throws are really letting Missouri down here tonight. They're down 5. It could be a lot closer if they were making their shot. Four-point game. Jones now back in during that free throw, so he will play with 2 and then turn it over. The behind the back move by Booker, up quickly to Smith. Pull up Doug Smith, and he knocks it down. It's a 2-point game.
Well, I watched him work on that shot all morning this morning in their shoot around. And that has to be one of his favorite shots, that little medium range jumper on the angle.
Near turnover, and it is turned over.
I tell you what, Mike, Melvin Booker and Lamont Frazier have caused the Rutgers backcourt people some problems with their pressure out front. They've turned the ball over the last couple of possessions, and Missouri's been able to capitalize.
Greg Haugen and Tommy Hanks go at it. Lake Tahoe, Top Rank Boxing here on ESPN live on Thursday night, 9:30. Haugen, former lightweight champ. Had some great battles with Vinny Pazienza in the past. Missouri's first chance to tie this game. They're looking for Smith inside.
Rutgers in their 2-3 zone defense.
Over the top looking for Smith. He got bodied out, but Warren the loose ball. And he travels. Good call.
Really not a good decision by Booker. The lob really not available that particular possession.
Booker and Frazier, though, for a couple of freshmen, along with Crudup, Norm Stewart, I was kidding him earlier, may go gray playing all these freshmen. Lumpkin finally hit one and is called for a travel the other way.
Travel violation.
Bobby Wenzel's incredulous at that call. We're going to get a timeout. Bobby's still staring. 3:54 to go first half. Rutgers by a deuce. Look. This telecast is an exclusive presentation of Creative Sports Marketing in association with ESPN. Any use, rebroadcast, or other transmission of the telecast without the written consent of Creative Sports Marketing and ESPN is prohibited. Missouri turning it over 12 times here. Rutgers 9, and seems like probably 4 out of the last 5 possessions. Rutgers able to capitalize. Missouri not yet. Jamal Coleman's come back in now for Missouri, and Warren will sit down. Well, Coleman really a small forward here now, unless Frazier's going to go up and play that position as Booker and Frazier stay on the floor. Rutgers likes the 3. Frazier just barely kept it in bounds, then made a smart play as he threw it off Smith.
Frazier, the nephew of a Missouri great, Ricky Frazier, All-American for the Tigers. Really knows how to play.
Coleman finds Crudup on the baseline, tries to turn around, got it back, and put it in.
He doesn't lack for aggressiveness or intensity.
15 first-half points for Javon Crudup, a freshman. Well, first tie of the first half. So.
You know, we've talked about Melvin Booker and Lamont Frazier being key guys from Missouri in making their run, tying the game up after Missouri was down by as many as 9. But Keith Hughes left the game at the 13-minute mark. And this little rally has coincided with his departure and also the entrance of Frazier and Booker for Missouri.
Carter pulls it back out. Carter now trying to lay it down. Lamoureux got it somehow. Rebound, though, by Coleman. Missouri a chance for their first lead. Booker throws up a 3.
How about these young guys? Oh, my, Booker, Frazier, and Mr. Crudup.
7 for Booker, and it's 33-30 Missouri, and they have really quieted this sold-out group of Rutgers faithful.
But Rutgers really doesn't have a proven inside player right now. And without Duncan and Hughes on the floor, they just don't have the same scoring punch. Nice look.
Lamoureux trying to dump it further down low. Loose ball out of the pack. Comes Booker. Down on the baseline, Booker sneaks in, is stuffed by Lumpkin, and it'll go back to Rutgers on the alternating possession.
Well, I don't know exactly how long it's been, but Rutgers has been parked on 30 for a while.
They sure have. Crudup, the freshman, with 15, and Craig Carter, the senior guard for Rutgers, with 8. But with 1:46 to go first half.
Look at those eyes of Crudup. You just know he's intense and focused. Certainly helps when you've had the kind of first half that he's had.
See, he was thinking it was going to be a lot harder than this.
I don't know, Mike. Not the way he's come out of the gates.
Lumpkin leaves it for Weiler. Nice move with the left hand.
Boy, good thing he moved it to the left hand. Otherwise, he would have seen that one on his forehead. Doug Smith was right there.
Frazier bringing it up against the pressure. Crudup couldn't handle a pass.
Boy, Jamal Coleman upset with Crudup. I know you're supposed to catch him if they touch your hands, but that one a little hot for the distance between the players.
Rutgers a chance to grab the lead back as we approach the final minute of play here, first half. Duncan retreats to reset the offense. Lumpkin trying to lay it down low. Weiler hustles after it. Craig Carter penetrates, has it slapped out of bounds. It'll still be Rutgers ball. 38 seconds on the game clock, 12 on the shot clock. Jeff Warren back in the Missouri lineup. Jamal Coleman sits down. Norm Stewart.
He's not into it at all.
He's about 3 feet out onto the court, still is. There's not a lot of room on the sidelines here, and Norm's been living on the court all night. Smith the rebound. Picked off by Carter, and now Rutgers will take the final shot and a chance to go to the locker room with the lead.
I don't know if they know the clock. The shot clock is off. Well, the crowd's going to help them right now.
I think you were right. I'm not sure they did. Pull up Smith. It won't go down, and Missouri, trailing for most of the first half, comes back in the final 5 or 6 minutes to take a 1-point lead as Bobby Wenzel leads the Scarlet Knights back down into the locker room. It's halftime here in Piscataway, New Jersey, 33-32. Missouri.
Of a terrific interstate game in Tennessee as Memphis State took on the University of Tennessee, a game you saw earlier tonight on ESPN. We're at halftime in Piscataway. Missouri leads by 1. Stay with us. The second half is coming up from Piscataway. Mike Gorman, Clark Kellogg, with the play-by-play in the second half. Missouri leads by 1.